Y'all need to stop all that kissing and do more talking. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? All right. So let's talk about Love is Blind, season 9, episodes 3 through 6. Child is a mess. So the episode starts out with we realize that Blake has left. And this season, the producers are like, hey, if y'all want to leave, y'all can leave. We not stopping y'all. We tired of these lawsuits. We showing all the food. This is the first time we actually saw producers like within the suites that they have them in, like the I forgot what they call them. But on the men's side, we actually saw a producer talking to, I believe that was Blake that the producer was talking to, but they're like, y'all can leave. We sick of these of these lawsuits. All right, let's talk about Patrick and Casey. There is a level of self-hatred and just wanting to be so closely aligned with whiteness that is going on with Patrick that it is very sad because he's not aware of it, but it's there. Being someone that, I'm a history nerd, so I've seen how these things play out and the result of the things of the actions that happened in the past. The reason why anti-blackness is global, and you'll see other ethnic groups like Asians and just everybody, even outside of Black Americans, with just Africans, you see them wanting to be so closely aligned to whiteness. Even and then we can come back into the Black American culture where we see certain subgroups of people they want a white they want the whiteness, right? Um, and it's all just really sad. It's really sad. It's so deeply ingrained, and people don't realize how deeply ingrained it is. Going into even just colorism, it's just, we can have a whole conversation about how the idea of being closely aligned to whiteness is just, it's done a number on us. So we see that playing out with Patrick and Casey. He proposes to her, like even in the pods, he's agreeing with everything. He don't even like the Asian girl that he realizes Asian with Anna. Like, and both of them on both sides, like they both just dated white people. And so yeah, he proposes to this girl, and then the reveal is hella awkward. He's just like so nervous because he wants her to be attracted to him. He's has this shiny new white toy, and he just wants to look. He's just talking a lot between the talking and the kissing. I'm just like, and you can immediately tell that this girl is not into him. No matter what words she's saying, how many kisses she's giving him, is not it for her. Then further down the line, we see her at the women's hotel, which is, this is the first time I believe we've actually been inside of where the women's hotel. And she's talking to producers saying like he deserves somebody better, and just saying all these things. But then she gets with him and she's kissing him and crying, is kissing and crying. Girl, get it together. I'm sick of you. And he's constantly asking her, are you breaking up with me? And she's just more kissing and more crying. I am confusion. Then on the way out, with both of them walking out, more she's jumping on him, kissing him, and he's not getting that she is breaking up because her actions are saying something else, and she's not verbally expressing that, hey, I'm not going to be in contact with you when we get back to Denver. This is it. He doesn't understand that. And even the producer kind of try to give him a hint by asking a question, and he's so oblivious because he just has this white shiny prize that, no, we gonna be together, we're gonna connect back in Denver. Sir, no, you're not. Let's move on to Edmund and Kay. Now, in the pause, there were so many red flags for Edmund, and Kay just so desperately just wanted to, I don't know if it was the social worker in her, but if she saw a project, I don't know what was going on, because the voice alone would have turned me off. Because what do you mean you sound like this and you saying all these hella weird stuff? And she's like, my king. Did she say no? She didn't say chocolate. Yeah, that was after she met him. That's what she said. Now I'm going to skip to the part down to the honeymoon with Edmund and Kay, and people are saying that Edmund is on the spectrum. I have not saw him or heard him say that. I haven't. I don't know if he is or isn't. I believe he's a sociopath, and he's a master manipulator with all that crying and tears and carrying on. I believe there's a lot more sociopaths walking around, and we are just not aware of them or able to recognize what they look like. But that's what I think is happening. Until I found out otherwise for sure, that's what I'm going with, because it's just, he threw a full-on tantrum when he found out that, one, he was the only one that hadn't had sex, and two, she had one night stands with people, but she was going to make him wait until after they were married. I got a feeling that Edmund has not been with a lot of women, because one, when they were in their hotel room and she was undressing and taking off her makeup and taking off her lashes, he was just so amazed. And I'm like, have you never seen a woman like undress in terms of just taking her makeup off? Like, you've been around women in the bathroom, like you would know or be used to seeing a woman taking off her lash. This leads me to believe he has not been around a lot of women, which I believe is the case for plenty of men, just by the way they speak about women's bodies online. I don't think y'all have seen a cat in y'all life. But Love is Blind Productions, whomever, somebody needs to be defunded, and y'all need to just start over from the beginning, because what y'all have going on with the casting of Edmund and these other guys on here, it's just, y'all is playing in our face, and y'all is playing in our face so much till it's ridiculous. Now, one of these guys, and I can't remember which one it is, Jordan or Nick, if you watch 90 Day Fiance and you are aware of Jovi, and I forgot the girl who he's with, he's married to, but he's from Louisiana. They have faces like they could be related to Jovi from 90 Day Fiance, because I'm like, maybe my idea was, I know you see I'm getting confused. My idea of what is attractive, I know it's just personal to me, and everything, it's very subjective, but I'm just looking at these faces and I'm like, the audacity. I'm like, you look like Jovi's cousin, you look like Jovi's cousin. What is happening here? And I fast forwarded through so much kissing. Like, even when they were doing the reveals, it was just straight kissing, no talking, just straight kissing. You ain't asking nothing. And I mean, stop it. Now, I believe the guy name is Joe, that got really drunk at the party and then he left. I don't think Joe, and I hope that's his name. I don't think Joe was as drunk as he's letting on to be, because he called this girl fat by saying this girl is a tiny little girl. Like, sir, I don't understand. I am confused. But he puts on this show, right? When she comes to check on him, he wasn't that drunk. He knew exactly what he was doing. I feel like he was trying to find a way to get her to leave so he doesn't have to break up with her. And I don't think he likes her. I think it was all an act. And girl, I believe your name is Madison. Pack up your cat and go home. And it's just weird to me. And maybe it's just I don't know. It was just so much talking about sex when the full cast got together at the pool party, to where it was just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the experience or the age range. But I was like, yeah, I don't know. It was just a lot of talking about sex and who had sex and who did not have sex. And I don't know. It was just, yeah. And I want to end with this. The way that Love is Blind has become a way for people to put themselves on, it's not about finding love anymore. It's about getting your name out there, attracting brands so that you can establish a social media presence. One person said that their spouse told them to come on the show. What is happening? So, Love is Blind, if you're going to continue to play in our face, and I know that anyone with the right mind, now that they've seen seasons of Love is Blind, you're not going to a real serious person who's looking for a serious relationship. It is rare that you're going to find someone who actually is looking for that, because now they go out and recruit people versus having a whole talent pool of people to pull from. No, because they want to fit this mold of the person that they're looking for to feature on this show. So you're not just looking through applicants, you're going through LinkedIn, Instagram, all these places to find people that you think will fit the narrative that you want to sell on this show. If this show was really serious, they would have all types of body types, all people with disabilities. That would show whether love is really blind or not. But right now, all we are seeing is just a certain type where everybody pretty much looks the same for the most part. So you know that over your person that's behind that wall is going to be somewhat attractive, because we have yet to see someone who society deems madly unattractive on this show. So that means the premise of this show was never serious. And we got Cameron and Lauren, and that's good enough. Okay, shut it down. After that, it should not have gone on anymore. That God put this show on this earth for Lauren to find Cameron, and that's it. Because now it's a show. All right, so that is all I have for episodes 3 through 6. The rest of the episodes just dropped today, so I'll watch them throughout this weekend. And yeah, we'll talk about this next week. I'm exhausted. I'll chat with you guys in the next one. Peace.